This, Lawrence doesn't know about this, but I'm going to do this anyway. Don't look so scary, Wendy. I don't know whether you're aware of it, but the young woman at the end, Jessica, she almost became a ward of the Children's Aid Society. Wendy, would you like to tell people about that happening?
No. I'm not very good at speaking to people.
Go ahead. You can.
Well, I guess that throughout the years of the Cooper site, we've had to deal with a lot of city ordinance. Is that what the word is? Anyways, city people, including the police, including the labor board, with family issues. And at one point, my children all came to help us at this Cooper site. And at one point, I don't know if you remember a picture of my daughter, I believe it was in the Beacon Herald, and she was sweeping, using a broom and sweeping the building. And the public health woman called the Children's Aid Society to come and remove my children from our care because she was sweeping in the building. And so they came to my house, and my children spoke to them. And my children are well cared for. They're very well cared for. And it was a situation that I was afraid to bring my children to the city of Stratford because I was concerned that one day someone would just take my children. And not only sweeping, they arrested one of my boys because he was protecting our property. He was only 16. They handcuffed him and took him across the street to the police station and would not allow me to talk to him because I was, I can't remember, I think it was an hour and a half away. And another time, the labor board, my children, we were working on the site, and am I going too far? I'm sorry.
Go right ahead.
But I just wanted to.
You might have to be here for a week.
My children were all with me, and they wanted in the building, and again, we were just protecting our property. Lawrence was not there, and I asked them to please leave and come back when he's there, because it was just me and the kids. And they refused. They said that they were going to arrest me and then put my children, I guess, with the ward or whatever, because I wouldn't be there with them. And it took a lot of crying and a lot of screaming, and they finally walked off to go on Patrick Street parking lot, and they allowed me to call Lawrence, and Lawrence managed to get somebody there to help us. But this is something that went on a lot, and honestly, it was not called for. A lot of it was not appropriate, and I really think that you as the citizens should stand up and say enough is enough. And that's what we're doing as a family. And we're just that, we're a family. And we are sticking together, and we are standing up for what we believe is right. My boys are back there. My granddaughter. Jessica was just a child when this started. and she's now in college, and I'm so proud of my children, all of them. Stand up, boys, stand up. These are my boys. I have one daughter that's not here. But you need to stand up. You really need to stand up and put an end to this. Thank you.
Love you.
I should add to that. Shane got arrested simply because he was doing the same thing. He simply said, listen, Dad will be back in a few minutes, give it some time. They wanted inside that building. They wanted to take some samples to make some stuff. And they did get their wish. Samples didn't help them any. But at the end of the day, the Ministry of Labor interfered with our lives for 8 years. I'm not sure how many people are aware of this, but I appealed those orders successfully. It just took me 8 years to do it. But when the hearing started, their witnesses went up. They admitted it. We only came to the site because David Carroll called us. David Carroll's your chief building official. He told us things. We didn't know that everything he said wasn't 100%. So at the end of it, we were successful. Not only were the orders withdrawn, but all the POH orders. But nobody's presented that information in the local newspapers, and so everybody I still get that. But you didn't deal with the Ministry of Labor. It was your fault you couldn't get services because they were prohibited. Nothing of the sort. Anybody that had read the order said, one of the reasons we say it's unsafe, Mr. Ryan, is because you don't have lights and you don't have a flush toilet. Well, you need hydro for the lights and you need water for the toilet. So the actual order said, get the services on.